So you're looking to move to St. George, Utah. I don't blame you. St. George is an amazing place. I absolutely love it here. My name is Tyler Bennett. I'm with the St. George real estate team. And in today's video, we're going to head a little bit down the road to the fastest growing city in southern Utah, and that's Washington City. Like all cities, Washington has its perks, it has its downsides. So in this video, we're going to cover the real pros and cons of living in Washington City, Utah. Let's go ahead, let's dive in. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about life in St. George, Utah, subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market here in St. George, Utah. Whether you're looking to move in 10 days or 100 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a video call today. First up is location. Washington City is in a great spot in southern Utah. You're just minutes from downtown St. George. You have quick freeway access to get to Hurricane, Zion National Park, Sand Hollow Reservoir, other places like that. You can quickly get on the freeway, 45-minute drive to Cedar City, Utah, get up to Bryan Head, an hour and a half where you can go snowboarding, skiing, and then also on the freeway, if you're going south, just a 2-hour drive to Las Vegas, Nevada. So whether you're looking to commute or like quick weekend getaways, or you just want to be close to everything, Washington City is in the ideal position for that. Next, Washington is booming with new developments, from new residential communities, new commercial projects, restaurants, grocery stores, new parks, new schools, new trails, you name it. Washington is growing like crazy. If you're looking for a new, clean, modern home, Washington's where it's at. There are plenty of townhome, condo, single family options, as well as high-end luxury options, lots of vacation rentals too. With all this being said, keep in mind this leads into a con. So with growth comes construction, and Washington City has plenty of that. Like I was just saying, there are new neighborhoods popping up all over Washington right now, new construction projects, new buildings, you name it. With that comes a lot of construction noise, lots of dust, road closures, so things like that. Also, Washington's starting to feel a bit congested, especially during rush hour, with all this new growth. And then in some areas, some of the more dense areas or popular areas, you start to feel it as well near Walmart, Costco, some of the freeway entrances. So if you're looking for more of that small town vibe, Washington may not be the place for you right now as things, finish up, roads get finished, and things start to slow down a little bit over there. So one of the biggest draws of the Washington City area is the outdoor lifestyle. If you know anything about the greater St. George area, that's what it's all about. Washington specifically has quick access to a lot of fun mountain biking trails, hiking trails. You have the Red Cliffs Desert Reserve, which is a really fun spot. You quick access to Sand Hollow Resort for boating, quick access to Zion National Park. A lot of people in St. George, they drive into Washington where all the trailheads are for some of the best mountain biking spots and hiking trails. So, if you want to soak in the sun, enjoy all that Southern Utah has to offer, Washington is a great starting point for all of that. Washington City is an extremely family-friendly place. There's tons of fun parks, splash pads, youth programs, youth sporting events, lots of fun things like that. They have some of the newest schools with the best amenities, and they're good schools too. They have a lot of fun events year round, but you'll find a lot of fun events, especially around the holidays, that bring the community together. People know each other. It's a really tight-knit community. So if you're looking for a great place to raise your kids where you can feel connected with your neighborhood, Washington is a great place for that. Now let's talk about the heat. Washington City does get really hot. I'm talking about 105 to 110 degrees. It is dry heat, but 110 degrees is still 110 degrees. It's really hot. It's April right now. I've already burned my hands on my steering wheel. I got to be careful when I get in, or watch out for the metal part on my seatbelt buckle so I don't accidentally brand myself. So if you're moving from somewhere that have 4 seasons or is a lot cooler, this may be a little bit of a shock for you. But if you're finding a place here, make sure your AC works great and find a friend that has a pool because it is hot here in the summer. The upside of that, our winters are really mild, but it does get hot in the summer. Compared to many places in the country, property taxes in Washington are much lower, which is a big deal for homeowners when it comes to affordability. Utah in general does really good with property taxes, but Washington County is even lower than the state average. So even as prices continue to rise, you're not going to get hit as hard when it comes to taxes. Speaking of prices or home prices, Washington City is not that hidden gem anymore. With so many people moving here to the Washington area over the past few years, home prices have gone up significantly because of that demand. You're not going to find, those super cheap homes in this Washington area anymore, especially in those really sought after areas, those newer homes, new communities. Um, and because the city is growing so fast, land is at a premium and is very expensive as well. One thing residents really appreciate is how well kept Washington City is. For the most part, the roads are smooth, the neighborhoods are tidy, well kept, and there's a strong pride in community appearance. The city services, they're solid. They do a really good job at keeping everything clean and tidy. The parks are clean, signage, landscaping, things like that. Washington City really does have a safe, modern, clean feel to it. If you're looking for nightlife or activities like that, Washington City is not really the place for that. Washington's really family oriented. There are a lot of fun local restaurants, chains, fun things to do. But if you're looking for, upscale dining, nightlife, bars, things like that, you're not going to find it, you know, super often here in the Washington area. St. George has a little bit more of that, but still not much. If you're wanting a little bit more of that, you're going to have to go to places like Las Vegas or Salt Lake, some of those bigger cities, that have concerts, that nightlife, big games, big venues, things like that. The Washington area or greater St. George area does have some cool things coming, some big concert venues to host games, concerts, things like that. But right now, in general, the greater St. George area isn't known for that. It may sound minor, but if you love tree-lined streets, Washington doesn't have that. That was one of my favorite things when I lived over in Washington, D.C. area for a couple years, is those huge trees covering the streets, like you're driving in a tunnel of trees. It's so cool, so fun. And Washington does not have anything close to that because Washington is growing and it's a lot newer and we're in the desert. You're going to see a lot of rocks, dirt, and small trees. But, in time that will change. The trees will grow, landscaping will mature. But for right now, you're not going to have any of that. So there you have it, the real pros and cons of living in Washington City, Utah. Washington's growing fast. There's a lot happening here. If you love outdoor living, family-friendly vibes, things like that, it's a great place for you. But along with that, you got the heat, lots of construction, dust, and noise for the moment. Washington really is a good spot for the most part. As always, whether you're looking to move in 10 days or 100 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a video call today. And until then, we hope to show you around town.